all my happy little peeps, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are doing wonderfully. Speaking of happy little peeps, look at this little birdie that I was spying on out my kitchen window the other day. We had a random sprinkling. We are in the middle of the very dry season right now, and so it's extra special when we get one of these days where we just get a tiny bit of little rain. And this little fella was loving it, and I had so much fun watching him frolic around on the leaves of my avocado tree right outside my kitchen window. It was so cute. Anyways, hi. I just wanted to share that with you all. And so today is a big day because I am finally getting over the fear that I have had to start this beautiful Ty Fossey B5 journal that I have had since before the start of the year, and I was going to start it at the start of the year, but as you can see, I'm pulling everything out that I had put in place because I changed up directions that I was going to go with it, and I will show you what I'm going to be using it for. So originally I was going to be using it as a combination, like a memory keeper saver journal slash a little story that I have in my head that I want to write down and illustrate. But the more I thought about it, the less I liked that idea of having the two mix. And in the end, I just held off so long that I didn't start it, and I kind of procrastinated and wasn't sure exactly how to do it until I decided that my story is going to be separate in a separate little notebook, and it will read like a storybook that I can read to my daughters, and then this is going to be exclusively for my musings, me capturing favorite moments in my life, memories that I want to keep and treasure, and kind of putting art alongside them. So as intimidating as that is for me, I am actually super excited to just get started with it. So for today, I have two special memories that I have been holding in my mind that I'm going to be writing down, but I will tell you more about them later. First, let's see how I am starting. So the first step was, of course, writing my name, and I wrote my email address into the front page. And then I'm just preparing my pencil because I'm definitely starting out with a pencil sketch, even though I'm going to go with a very simple sketch that isn't that hard to do. I thought it would be nice to start with something that isn't very intimidating, and so that's what I did. And so the sketch that I am doing is a little sprig, or not a sprig, but like a little bundle of the herb thyme. So the first thing I wanted to do was to actually look up some little pictures and find one that I could use as a reference, because I wanted to make sure that I was actually going to sketch it out as thyme actually looks, and not just base it off of memory and probably mess up the leaf pattern and stuff like that. And just like that, after 3 months of procrastination and fear of messing this beautiful journal up, I have started putting things down into the page. And yeah, as always, it feels awesome when you finally start. And so all of this is inspired by my challenging myself to overcome my procrastination and perfectionism. And this is one of the items that is on my list, my master to-do list, which is in my daily use bullet journal. And so I wrote down to just finally get started with this journal and stop thinking about it so much. So here's my little thyme sprig, and I am quickly sketching it out before I will erase over those lines to just lighten them up. And then I decided to go with colored pencils. I originally was going to do a gouache painting here because this paper is pretty sturdy, and in my experience, it does stand up well under the use of gouache. However, just to make it a little bit easier, I changed my mind, and my daughter Allie was gracious enough, as always, to let me borrow her watercolor pencils. I did not use any water with them, I just used them as pencils. But yes, as you can see, they're very vibrant and pretty, and this is very simple, but I was pleased with the way that it turned out. Okay, so now for the stories, and you will see me writing them in here. The first one was that my daughter Lily was laying and snuggling with me on the couch the other day, and I asked her, like, are you asleep? Because she felt like she was falling asleep. And she said, I'm not asleep. And she paused for a second, and then she said, am I? And I just thought it was so cute. It was like I knew she was sleepy, but she herself was not sure if she was fully awake or asleep yet. It was so cute. And then the second half of this little story is where the time comes in, and this was that my daughter Leah is 7 and Lily is 4, by the way. Leah and I were working in my garden, doing more things on my master to-do list, and she was looking through all of my seed packets and asking me what they all were. And so she got to the package of the thyme seeds, and she asked me, what are these ones? And I told her, oh, that's thyme. And she immediately, without hesitation, said, oh, is it like a seed that grows really, really fast? And I just thought that was so cute as well and wanted to write it down. My girls grow up so quick. I know they all do, but my oldest is 14, and I'm just reminded on the daily that it goes by really quickly. And so that's why I decided to come up with this little memory keeper journal that can hold moments like this for me and for them to read through in the future. And it's just not a place for me to be writing down like to-do lists or shopping lists or recording, like that we paid our taxes or something like that, nothing like that. It's just for beautiful moments and things that I want to capture for the future. So I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you like this idea. And if you do, go ahead and make sure that you're subscribed, and so that you can come back and see what else I end up writing down to fill up this beautiful journal in the future. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you next time very soon. Much love, and remember to stay thankful, because a thankful heart is a happy heart. Bye!